Hey, just doing another comic video. Basically, I've been trying to get involved with the comic community on YouTube to, I've been watching lots of videos anyway to discover, stuff I didn't really know about comics. Everyone collects differently to me. I don't know, I'm useless at comics, really. I love comics, but I'm useless at them. I don't know all the writers' names. I never really learn who the artists, what artists did what. There's a few artists I can look at and I know who it is, but it's like, I just feel like I've kind of a bit of a letdown to myself when it comes to comics. I don't know, but I never bought like old books before. I just bought the books that came out that month kind of thing. I didn't probably start collecting seriously till the late 80s probably, so I haven't really got any really old books. But I'm learning stuff by watching these other videos, and I've seen that people have started doing these competitions as well. You can do competitions. You try and sort of make a competition up to increase your watches or whatever. I've got over 500 subscribers, but practically none of them are for comics. Most of them are for the heavy metal gigs that I put up and stuff like that. So I'm trying to improve my comic watching subscribers, so I'm entering some competitions that some people have done basically. So the first competition I'm going to try to enter. The trouble is I'm not very good at these competitions either, because they want to see your books, and my books are so, I don't even know where they are. Now, I've got piled up high from floor to ceiling of long boxes, and I haven't got a clue what's in any of the boxes until I go and look at them. So if I've got to try and dig out a particular comic, there's no way I'd be able to do that. It's just impossible. So I'm going to do this competition for Daz the Key Chaser. He's asking to show your most valuable DC book, your most valuable Marvel book, your most valuable indie book, and your best purchase of 2018. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what my books are the most valuable. I've never known about keys until I started looking at videos recently. I've never bothered pricing my books up. All I'm doing on my channel is counting them just to work out how many I've got. I didn't even thought about looking at the prices really. But I dare say I've got some that are worth a bit of money because, these keys or whatever. But I'm just going to do a video. So the trouble is, it's hard to find the books, so I've dug out a couple of books to give a sort of answer to this, and I'm going to show them to you now anyway. Right, so my most valuable DC one, this isn't necessarily the most valuable one, because I don't know what my most valuable comic book is, but this is the comic book that cost me the most. This is the most I've ever paid for a DC comic, or any comic at all. I bought it just last week actually. See, one of my most recent videos, doing a project where I'm trying to buy comic books that came out in the month of my birth, so September 1969. So basically this is Justice League America, September number 74 it is, so it's September 1969, and I paid £18.75 for that, which is probably double what I've ever paid for a comic book before. Before that I bought a couple of more birthday books which were about £9, something like that. So not really expensive. I don't know what it's actually worth. I'm not bothered looking it up on anywhere. I get the feeling I might have seen a video once where someone was saying it was the first appearance of Golden Age Superman in a Silver Age comic, but I could be I may well be mistaken. I'm not sure. I just remember two Supermen fighting. I remember seeing a video and someone saying that happened in a book, but I don't know if it's this book at all, whether that makes it a key or collectible or anything like that. But grade VG, so I don't think it's super expensive. Maybe if it was a super fine 9.6 or whatever, but I don't know anything about grading. I don't know anything much about. I know I like comics. I know lots of stories that I've read in comics, and I know a fair bit about some of the characters. But when it comes to naming who wrote them and that kind of thing, I'm just no good at that. And knowing how much they're worth, I just don't have a clue. But anyway, that's Justice League America number 74, which I'm going to put down as being my most valuable DC, although it's actually the one I paid the most for, to be honest. Right, now with my Marvel books, I haven't actually found many of my Marvel books yet. Most of my Marvels are upstairs in various long boxes, because I stopped collecting Marvel around about, the early 90s. I think I stopped collecting Marvels. I started out being mainly Marvel, but along the way I kind of got, I wouldn't say bored, but I just didn't enjoy them as much, and I favoured DC a hell of a lot more. So this is the only bunch of Marvel books that I've come across in my look through my books so far, and these are Miss Marvel, and I think these could be quite valuable. I've seen that obviously it's the first appearance as Miss Marvel in her own comic book, I think. I know she appeared as Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel before. I think this is her very first comic book. I think I was looking online earlier on, and I see some of these going for about £1,000 or something. But this obviously is not in the kind of condition that would get that kind of money at all. It's got lots of little bits of creasing. The black is not super black. The corner is slightly scuffed. The spine's not bad, but yeah, I've never been one to worry about the condition. As long as I can read the comic, that's all that was important for me, really. This one looks better, and I think this is the first appearance of her in a new costume. It's got a couple of spine dings, I suppose you call it, a couple of little spine creases. So I don't know what that comes up to in grades or anything, or if it's even valuable at all. But to be honest, this is the only Marvel book that I could get to with any surety. So that's why I've chosen Miss Marvel for my most valuable one. It may well not be. I'm pretty sure I've got first appearances of Deadpool, first appearances of Cable and stuff like that. But yeah, when it comes to independents, I really did not ever bother collecting independents much, and I can't be bothered to go through all these long boxes trying to find one which would be a likely candidate. So again, I'm just going to pick out an independent from a recent comic collection that my mate gave me. My mate Elric gave me his dad's collection of Elric comics. Obviously, his dad liked Elric, the character. I would have named his son after him otherwise. And yeah, it was my birthday recently, and Elric gave me his Elric comics that his dad originally bought. Got a couple of doubles, actually. I don't think these are valuable in the slightest, but so I don't think I have any valuable independents. I might have... I've got ones, but I don't have any of them particularly valuable. There are there. I've got like Wildcats #1, I'm sure I've got. I might have... some of the other titles from that era, you know, Young Blood and stuff like that. I've got lots of Savage Dragon, actually. I kept these Savage Dragon for quite a while, but I don't think those will be worth anything now. I'm not sure if Savage Dragon #1 is valuable at all. Eric Larson, I quite like that, actually. I thought it was a pretty cool book. But yeah, anyway. Right, now the last thing is the best purchase of 2018. And again, I've hardly done any purchasing. I stopped collecting comics in 2013. I've just been looking at ways of making my channel... you know, more popular, get people to try and view it, trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. And this is something that I bought this year out of a lucky dip. Again, I made a video of this recently, and I'm quite happy with this, actually. It was like $13.99 for like 3 comics chosen at random. There was going to be like basically, there's a load of like dollar books, but plus a lot of Silver Age stuff in there as well. Like you had a chance of possibly being lucky and getting something good. And I'm quite happy with this, actually. I think this is quite a good little... you know, it's not perfect condition by any means. Someone on one of the groups said it's a reader book, or and he said maybe it's a little bit better than a reader, actually, but whatever, I'm not too sure. So I don't really know grades. There's a little tiny, see there's a little scuff there. When you open up the cover, you can see a little bit of daylight through it, but it's like, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I've not actually got around to reading it yet. I will be getting around to reading it at some point. But at the moment, this is the oldest book that I own, actually. 1960, this one came out. So I think it's just lucky buy, really, more than anything. I was lucky, it came in a lucky dip, so I'm happy because I was lucky, basically, and I think I was lucky with this book anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's worth any money at all. Maybe, I think I saw it going for like $10 or something, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that. It'd be nice to, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if I could find a way of earning money from comic books, like if I could get them cheap and sell them high, and because I'm unemployed at the moment. But yeah, it's not important, really. I don't know why I even bother mentioning it, but there you go. It's not valuable, probably. But yeah, it was cool. I was happy with this. Put it this way, if happiness is the sign of the best purchase, then yeah, then this is the best purchase for me for 2018, because it made me happy. Anyway, cheers for watching. That's all my books. That's my entry to Daz the Key Chasers competition. I think if you want to enter it, I'll put the link to the video where he's talking about the competition, and you can enter the competition yourself. Make sure you like his channel. Saying that though, I don't think anyone who watches And to be honest, my comic videos are watched by just me, so I've already liked his channel, so I won't have to do that again. But yeah, if you happen to be a new person coming into my channel and you want to go and like Daz's channel, I'm sure he'll appreciate having you on there. Anyway, cheers for watching this, and I'll be back soon with more comic videos.